Welcome back to Crisco's Corner, unfiltered commentary, not your truth, the real truth. And as always, thank you for your support. Hi folks, welcome back from Fox News. We got breaking news. Breaking news. Nancy Pelosi announces re-election bid ahead of 2022 midterms. Sorry to do that to you. I don't know what to make of this. I really don't. Except for one thing, and I think it's going to be great. When the Democrats lose the majority in this November's election, it'll be the only speaker in history, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, that a Speaker of the House lost the majority twice. So at least she'll have that. We can talk about that. Let's read on. She had previously vowed to step down as the leader of the House of Democrats after the 2022 election. Well, why would she want to keep her word? Give up power? You must be nuts. Let's read on. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi announced she will seek re-election in this year's midterms. While we have made progress, much more needs to be done to improve people's lives. This election is crucial. I'm sorry, I'm wearing a hat. We'll call this my sarcasm hat. It's working out well. Nothing less is at stake than our democracy, Pelosi said in an announcement on Twitter Tuesday. While we have made progress, much more needs to be done to improve people's lives. I mean, look at that smile. I mean, honestly and truly, how far back has her face been pulled over the years? I'm running for election to Congress to deliver for the people and defend democracy. Now, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to play a very short, it's 3 minutes, but we're not going to play the whole thing. I wouldn't do that to my subscribers or any human for that matter. But let's listen to our speaker.
Hello, it's Nancy. Thank you for the opportunity to share some thoughts with you, our VIPs, our volunteers in politics, in our ongoing engagement for the people. Thank you for being a constant source of new, fresh ideas and political activism to help
Democrats
God, I'm
getting nauseous.
And to defend democracy. Thank you for giving me the privilege to represent our city and our San Francisco values in the Congress.
San Francisco values in the Congress. That's all I need to know. Any Italians out there knows what this means. I'm getting agita. Let's read on. Pelosi will turn 82 in March. She had previously vowed to step down as the leader of the House Democrats after the 2022 election. There was a move to put limits on the leadership and the chairs of committees. They said they were going to do it. They didn't do it. Well, they didn't do it because she pushed them not to. Pelosi said after the 2020 election when asked how long she planned to stay in leadership, but what I said was whether it passes or not, I will abide by those limits. Well, she killed the limits, so she's going to abide by her own decision. How wonderful. I can't wait to be working with Joe Biden. On what? I don't want to undermine any leverage I may have, but I made the statement. But as the midterm elections have neared, it is rumored Pelosi may not rule out another bid to control the Speaker's gavel if Democrats were to retain their majority following this year's midterms. Now, just because she wins her seat back, which she will at San Francisco, doesn't necessarily mean she's going to be the Speaker. Republicans are currently favored to win back the House after a tumultuous year for President Biden, who saw his approval plummet in 2021 amid a chaotic end to the war in Afghanistan, surging COVID-19 cases, and a steep rise in inflation. Pelosi indicated she may not give up fighting for her party's priorities, which are what? Total control and takeover? Change all the rules so you have one party rule for the next 2-3 generations? That's your priority. To keep Donald Trump out of office. Oh no. That was Nancy Pelosi, by the way. Every time you mention Donald Trump, she does this. And then my senator on the left there, Schumer, who defended the filibuster for decades, said the reason why it changed his mind was two words: Donald Trump. These people are nuts. Our vision for the world at peace requires a strong democracy at home, Pelosi said in the video announcement Tuesday. First of all, we're not a democracy, we're a republic. That's Civics 101. We are grateful to our men and women in uniform, veterans and military, this is famines, that's funny, families, and honor their sacrifice with our insistence on securing voting rights. What the hell do voting rights have to do with men and women in uniform? Oh, they're defending this democracy. I don't know of anyone, and I ran in many local elections here in upstate New York. I was a councilman for 8 years in the early 2000s. I've never heard of one person in all the campaigns I've worked on, my own and others, as an election inspector, anywhere else, or an individual, has been turned away that wanted to vote but couldn't. If you qualify legally, you can vote. So let's cut through, and I'm going to say it right out. Let's cut through the bullshit before we all drown in it. Our democracy is at risk because the assaults on the truth. Oh my God. Are these people sociopaths? I mean, they give deflection a whole new meaning. And the state-by-state assault on voting rights. Yeah, I live in New York State, unfortunately. But the new laws passed in Georgia are actually more liberal and easier for people to vote than they are in New York State. Chuck Schumer left that part out. Georgia now has 17 days of early voting, what I think is asinine and ridiculous, but that's what they wanted. New York has 9. This election is crucial. Nothing less is at stake than our democracy. No, what's at stake here is the survival of the Democrat Party. Don't confuse the two. It's like democracy and Democratic Party are not the same, and neither are equity and equality. They're actually polar opposites. So there they are. Dumb, dumber, and dumbest. Or Mo, Larry, and Curly. Pick one. Who knows? I like to say what I really think, but this is YouTube and I can't do it. So Nancy Pelosi's running for re-election, and let's hear it from some of her constituents. I love that sound effect. I use it all the time. Anyway, folks, there it is. I'm sorry to ruin your morning, afternoon, or evening. And sorry to give all the old Italian guys out there agita like I have. But that's the way it goes. And I like how her colorful mask there just sets her apart from the rest. Because Nancy's special. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.